Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. So right now we're going to continue with our pit run this week. So yeah, let's keep going. Currently we're on this boss here, Sigurd Invincible. Let's take a look at his skills. So whenever he's attacked, he will get spikes. Every third turn, he will get spikes to their allies. And then on the sixth turn, will deal damage to our Warlord for every ally with spikes. Okay, a couple things. Looks like they are going to get spikes whenever they're attacked. So we want to make sure that we have heroes that can take the damage, which means either having heroes with immunity or mental shield, high health, or heal. So that way we can take the damage and then not have our heroes destroyed. On the third turn, we'll see spikes given to the allies, or the enemies in this case. So that means that we want to get rid of as many of the heroes on their side as possible, so that way they don't get spikes. And then on the sixth turn, we'll take damage to our Warlord for every ally with spikes. Again, we want to make sure that we get rid of those heroes that do have spikes, so that way we take less damage. And then also, these two skills are actually going to stack up. So at some point, this skill here will also then automatically deal damage to us. So again, making sure that we can get rid of as many heroes as possible. If we can do it on the opponent's turn rather than our turn, that would be really good. Okay, so yeah, let's hop right in. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and we do have this building here that deals damage to our Warlord when he dies. That is okay. We will, well, I guess we'll first start off with... kind of do want to actually start with a hero with high health first, and we'll go over here on D3. We're going to leave this building up until we see the spikes get really high, because then we can actually avoid taking some spikes damage. Okay, so we have this wyvern here. This one will poison our heroes in the line and also has flight. We can still take some damage right now. Currently their spikes is at 6 and it will go up every 6. So we want to also make sure that we have heroes with high attack so that way we don't take as much damage. We'll go with this hero here on C2. And the reason why is because I want to allow another melee hero to come to protect this hero once he gets attacked. Okay, we have the Ape Warlord here, which will get an attack boost for 1 turn when attacked. We'll go with our damage skill here just to get rid of both of these heroes. And then we'll also continue. I'm actually going to leave this file 3 open. And we'll go over here. And the reason why we're keeping file 3 open rather is because we can keep the Soulbinders spaces available. All right, so we have this Cursed Shaman here with a totem. The totem gives spikes, and that's also not good. As you can see, this skill counter for both the spikes to the allies and then also spikes and Warlord damage will stack up. So we want to make sure, as mentioned, to clear out as many of the heroes as possible. We have one more turn for the Soulbinders, so we'll go with this range hero here on A1 just to clear out the totem. Also getting rid of the building, which is nice. We took a little bit of damage, and that's okay. Alright, we have the Thug Hunter here, which when he attacks, he gives a health boost to the allies. We could actually wait 2 more turns, wait for that whole spikes damage to pass by, and then we can use our Soulbinders. So we'll do that. We'll go with our range hero over here on E1. As you can see, the spikes damage adding up a little bit. Okay, and at this point, we have this Song of Forest here with an attack boost to nature allies and then also a health boost to heroes around. We'll do a shuffle to actually look for a hero to destroy this, so we take less damage. And we do find one, so that's good. We'll place it over here on B2. Okay, so as you can see, the hero over here got spikes, and then we took some damage to our Warlord. We have this Groot Silent Guardian next with the silence our heroes in the line and also a health boost at the end. At this point, we will go for our Soulbinders now. Healed a little bit of our elephant. And then we will look for, let's see. We have this range hero on A1 that will actually trigger off the Soulbinders. That will deal the random damage. We'll look for another range hero so that way we can actually keep attacking. So we'll summon it over here on... yeah, we'll summon it over here on E1. If we summoned it any lower, we would have actually taken more spikes damage, and then this hero would have been destroyed. Okay, we have this Emerald Dragon here with some splash, spikes to allies, but they're not around, and then also flight. This is getting in the way of our hero here on D3. We'll do another shuffle to look for a range hero, and we do find one, so that is good. And we'll place it over here on D1. As you can see, more and more of the spikes damage is adding up, so now our range heroes are being destroyed. Let's see, we'll place another range hero over here on A1. It's a good thing we still have our passive damage happening with our Morgoth skin, so even though we have our heroes being destroyed and these two melee heroes not able to attack, we can still deal damage to the Warlord. So we'll just keep on doing that. I can see a little more damage is happening to them. Okay, we'll have this melee hero next on D2 to get rid of the Thug Hunter. Okay, we'll next go with this melee hero over here on D3 just to get rid of it. I can see we're taking some damage, and that's okay. Alright, we do have another range hero, so let's summon that. We'll use the Soul Binders to clear out these heroes. Okay, the Groot Silent Guardian came and silenced one of our Soul Binders, so we'll be doing less damage over there. We'll go with this melee hero with the high attack on the open lane D. Okay, the Emerald Dragon giving spikes to the Groot over here. Go with this melee hero on D3. This Untouchable has Metal Shield, so we'll stop a little bit of damage. Okay, we do have another range hero, so that's good. We'll summon it here on B1. Okay, we'll summon another hero over here just to block. Okay, and at this point, with our passive damage plus our sudden death damage over here, we'll use those. And there we go. So that was Sigurd Invincible. Ooh, Caesar sets. Very nice. Okay, we're on this next boss here, Elric the Grim. Let's take a look at his skills. So before bleeding, enemy attacks reduce their attack to 1. Every third turn will give invulnerability to allies for a turn, and on the fifth turn will give skill to enemies, except buildings. Before they attack, they will get bleeding. Okay, a couple of things. Looks like before one of our heroes with bleeding attacks, it will have their attack reduced to 1. If we have heroes with immunity or ways to actually get rid of bleeding, that would be good. Otherwise, we're going to have some very weak heroes, and we won't be able to deal a lot of damage. On the third turn, we'll see invulnerability given to the allies for 1 turn, so we want to make sure we clear out as many of the allies as possible. Otherwise, we're going to see a lot of heroes stay alive because of this invulnerability skill. And it says or super protection. Ooh, it's called super protection. Okay, cool. Wait. What? Wait, no. Super protection. That can't be right because that would also mean that's immunity. Enemy and ally skills. That also means things like no boosts, no attack boost, health boost, damage from poison, etc. But yeah, we'll take a look and see what happens. And on the fifth turn, we'll see this skill happen to our heroes that before they attack, they will get bleeding. Okay, so as mentioned, if we do have heroes that can get rid of bleeding or some sort of way to get rid of bleeding, that would be good. And again, immune heroes will also be good too. We will have to take a little bit of damage to our heroes, so we also want to make sure we have some sort of heal or high health in order to get around the bleeding damage. Okay, so yeah, let's hop right in. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and looks like we do have at least one building that can heal and the other one that can get rid of negative effects. So we want to keep this hero alive if possible. We'll go with, let's start with the hero with high health first, and we'll attack on the open, actually, no, we do want to protect this building, so let's summon it on A3. And see the Purification Abode here, getting rid of the negative effects at the end of the turn. Okay, we have the Nexus Omnaraki. This one, when he dies, he'll give bleeding to our heroes except Chaos. I'm going to actually change this around and go with well, with our Chaos Hero. So this one will bleed, that's fine. We'll actually summon a Chaos Hero to get rid of that. And you see we do have some bleeding, but then the bleeding was removed by the Purification Abode. Okay, we have next the Lord of the Undead here with some Rotters when we attack any one of the allies. Don't need to clear this out quite yet. Let's go with this hero here on D3. You see some Rotters coming out. We have some damage over there. Okay. We have the Void Juggler here giving extra attack to one of the enemies and then also an attack boost to them as well. We're going to go with our damage skill just to clear this out. And then we'll also go with, let's see. We'll go with this melee hero next on D2. And we summon the Scarecrow just because of the Reborn so that we can keep heroes on the line to block. Alright, we have the Tyrell Kellhorn here with some bleeding before he attacks. Also, when one of our bleeding heroes dies, we'll see a health boost to himself and also an attack boost as well. We'll go with, let's see. Yep, we'll go with our Soulbinders now. And then we'll also summon this range hero here on a 1 to get rid of the Kellhorn using our Soulbinders. Then as you can see, the Purification Abode getting rid of the bleeding. Looks like the Purification Abode is gone, unfortunately, so no more cleanse, but we'll still be able to deal damage with our Soulbinders. We have the Elwyn Fierce here, which will give bleed to our heroes in the line. Okay, so let's keep going. We'll go with a melee hero here on C3. Okay, we do have some heroes being destroyed. That's okay. We did get rid of all the allies before the invulnerability happened for the turn, so that's good. All right, let's see. Another Kellhorn. We'll do a shuffle to find a range hero so that we can keep attacking. So we'll go here on D1. We have some bleeding, and that is okay. All right, we have the Insidious Gorgon here with an attack and a health boost to Chaos allies when they come into play. We'll do another shuffle to find another range hero to attack. And I actually do want to take advantage of this pentagram, which you can kind of see here on A1. You can actually give, I should have taken a look in the beginning. It does give extra attack at the beginning of the turn. Yeah. So as you can see right now, the Talking Skull here on A1 has extra attack. We'll play this range hero with the high health just to block against this Half Moon Priestess, which deals a little bit of damage when the mental shield breaks. Okay, the Omnaraki is back again. We do want to summon Chaos Heroes to avoid this bleeding skill. So in this case, we will, and we'll summon over here on C1. And you see the only hero that is bleeding on our side after the Omnaraki dies is the Treant. Okay, we have the Chieftain Orc next with a health boost for every adjacent hero when he comes into play. Also will give extra attack, but there is nobody else around, so that's why we don't have to worry about that. We'll go with this melee hero here on A3 to help us block for our range heroes. As you can see the multiple attacks happening, which is good. Yeah. Okay, another Kellhorn again. We'll go with this melee hero here on C3 to block. Okay, looks like our Talking Skull was destroyed by the bleeding. That is okay. We'll need to summon another range hero over here on A1. Let's go with that. Okay, we'll do another shuffle in order to find another range hero. In this case, we do find one. So let's go summon that. We'll spread our damage on B1 here. And our Wind Snake will also give us a health boost for our nature allies, but we don't have any over here, and that is okay. Okay, we will go next with another melee hero here on a 3 just to help us block. Okay, and no more allies, and then also we do have additional bleeding happen to our heroes. That's okay. We'll go next with this range hero here on the... actually... So we'll still have damage there. Yeah, we can actually... We'll summon this melee hero over here on C2. So we'll have our Soulbinder clear this Insidious Gorgon out. We'll have this hero being destroyed by the bleeding, and then we'll refill it with another melee hero to help us block. Okay, we'll have next another Omnaraki. We'll do our... We have no more shuffles, that's unfortunate. That's okay. We'll go with this hero here on E1. The Dark Witch here comes into play and deals damage to all heroes that are not Chaos, so that actually breaks the shield on the Crusader. But at least we'll be able to get rid of the Omnaraki. Alright, so in this case we'll keep going. We'll do another summon. Clearing out the Chieftain Orc. Okay, and at this point we should have lethal just because of the open lane D, but we'll just do our damage skill with the sudden deaths. And you see the damage has added up a little bit. And we also do have our passive damage as well. I'll do this final summon just to get rid of it out of our squad. You can see those Rotters come in the way to block, but not enough in order to block the damage here. So that was Elric the Grim. And we also got some Santa, very nice. Alright, we are waiting for the next boss to show up, so we will see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.